Welcome to this video on improper integrals. Now, as you can see, we have an integral in front of us, which is with limits of 2 and 0, integrate x to the minus 2 dx. Now, what is wrong with this? Now, it doesn't follow a conventional pattern for integration, as you can see, because one of the limits is 0. Now, the way we get round this is very simple. We just replace 0 with a letter. So I'm going to pick A just to make life easy. So we're going to write 0 equals A, and then we can just write it as 2A, or 2 is your upper boundary, A is your lower boundary, x to the minus 2 dx. Now the next thing we've obviously got to do is integrate it effectively. Now obviously you need to add 1 to the power and then over the new power. So what we're going to end up with is x to the minus 1, x to the minus 1 over minus 1 with limits of 2 and a, which isn't the nicest thing in the world, but it's not. The question is still quite simple from this point, so don't worry. Then we obviously substitute values in, so we have 2 to the minus 1 over minus 1 minus a to the minus 1 over minus 1, which finally expanded goes to minus a half plus 1 over a. Now obviously this isn't an answer because you've still got to deal with a, but we can write as a tends to 0 in a very similar way that we wrote h tends to 0 in the video on differentiation proof. We can just write a tends to 0, and therefore 1 over a is infinity because it's 1 over 0 and you can't do that, and therefore we can say that the integral is undefined. The integral is undefined, or undefined, yes I can spell, when there's a limit of 0, or when x equals 0. Now there is another type of question that you may be asked to do with an improper integral, and that's not just simply or should I say answer the question of why it's improper, but also actually tell the examiner what the answer is, because if a is 0 and that makes it infinity, that means you can effectively just rule it out as an answer, which just leaves your answer as, instead of minus a half plus 1 over a, we can ignore that 1 over a, and the answer is simply minus 1 half. To quickly summarise, what we've done at the beginning is we've substituted in 0 for a, and then we've integrated x to the minus 2 to get x to the minus 1 over minus 1. We've substituted 2 and a in to get an answer, to finalise our answer. We've made a tend to 0, therefore the overall answer is minus a half. Thank you very much for listening.